Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to get a flawless looking complexion and all the basics that have to do with that. I'm going to be using Jane Iredale Mineral Makeup to get this look. So first and foremost, it's very important for all skin types to use an exfoliant once or twice a week, just to get the skin nice and smooth, to get rid of any dry, dead skin cells. Before you do your foundation on a daily basis, it's good to cleanse, tone, and use a moisturizer for your skin type. Cleansing and toning, of course, cleans the skin. Toning the skin is going to balance out the pH and even out the skin again. So first, when you're picking out a liquid foundation, you want to match it to your jawline and your neck. This way you're going to get a more even skin tone. You're not going to get that ugly line where it looks like you're wearing a mask. And you want to either pick more of a yellow tone or a pink tone. Or you might be neutral. I find my skin is quite neutral. In this lighting it looks very yellow, but I find I can usually go either way. I'm very fair. So I'm using a color called Radiant, which is kind of in the middle. But what you want to do is kind of put it along your jaw, and if it's going to blend right in, that's your color. So determine if you're yellow skin tone or pink skin tone. 90% of people I find are more of a yellow undertone to their skin. I don't like using the terms warm and cool because a lot of different lines have different conceptions of that, and it's just very confusing. So just go with yellow or pink. So apply your foundation. I like to use a foundation brush. You can get into any little mixing crannies on the face. You can use a sponge, but I find sponges tend to absorb a lot of the product. So just apply it. Okay, so step one, your liquid foundation is finished. You probably noticed I was really working it into the skin. With the Jane Iredale liquid minerals, there's little beads in there. So it does come out a lot smoother like in liquid form, but there's still a little bit of texture, so you really got to work it in. What that does is it works all the good ingredients that's in it into your skin. So another common concern I find women to have once the foundation's on is that they feel like their skin's too light. So when you're matching your foundation to your neck, most people's necks are more of an even tone and lighter than their face, because our face has a lot of redness, discoloration, age spots, things like that. So your foundation's getting rid of all that. So this is what your face would look like if it was perfectly even. And anyways, you're going to be putting blush, bronzer on afterwards to add color back in. So it's fine as long as it's matching perfectly into your neck. That's the color you want it to be, even if it does feel lighter. If you're going to go with a darker foundation, it's just going to give you that line. You're going to have to waste more product trying to blend it down into the neck. It's just not how you should do it. If you want your skin to look darker, you're going to use your bronzer to give yourself more. So next step, we're going to take a concealer. I'm using Circle Delete from Jane Iredale, which is quite a heavier concealer. It's meant for under the eyes, but you can use it on blemishes and whatnot. I'm going to kind of take a little bit of both colors. There's more of a lighter one and more of a peachy one. Kind of blend them together. Now with concealer, you can use your fingers, you can use a synthetic brush, but we're going to be putting it underneath the eyes, a little bit around the nose, and anywhere else you need to conceal. So if you have blemish, anything like that. You usually want your concealer to be very close to your skin tone or even just a little bit lighter, never darker, otherwise it's going to look like you have spots on your face. Okay, so now since we've used two cream products, my usual rule of thumb is you must set it with a powder. Setting liquids and creams with powders will prevent creasing, provide longer wear, and just kind of set it for you. Now this product from Jane Iredale is 4-in-1. It's a foundation, powder, concealer, and it has SPF 20 in it. It's extremely full coverage. It doesn't have any talc or fillers in it, so basically it's pure pigment, so it's going to cover everything for you. That's why I say you don't always need a concealer with it. You're going to use a big fluffy brush first. I'm using the Handy brush from Jane, which is a flat top. It just puts it on more concentrated because the bristles are really nice and densely put together. You're just going to go and do circular motions all over the face. Because this powder is considered a foundation, if you are using this product, you do want to, again, match it to your jawline so that it does blend in. You can actually conceal with this powder as well. Again, I'm using my synthetic brush, and you can go right over top of where we put our other concealer. And this works great for spot covering, any kind of blemish or discoloration in the skin. Now, if you weren't using this pressed base, what you would normally use to set your foundation is a translucent powder, or any kind of pressed powder would work. The reason why I really like this product is because there's no talc or filler, so it doesn't get powdery or cakey on the skin. In fact, it actually blends into your skin even more within about 30 minutes, and as the day goes on, it just looks smoother and smoother. So it's really nice because even up close, it doesn't really look like you're wearing anything at all, and I find it lasts so well throughout. So that's basically how you get a flawless complexion. Now after this, you would add your bronzer, your blush, and go from there, but it's nice to start out with a nice clean canvas to work on. So I hope that gives you some good tips on how to even out your skin tone. And remember, you want to use your liquid foundation, your concealer, and then set it all with a powder, and basically that's all there is to it. Different products will give you different results, of course. So I highly recommend the Jane products. They're so good for your skin and so easy to work with. So if you can find some in your area, it's in over 40 countries now. It comes from the States. It's in over 40 countries. It's been around for 15 years, but it's only carried at spas and dermatologist offices. So maybe look around your area if it's carried at a spa near you. I hope that helps, guys.